we're now approaching Obafemi Awolowo train station at Monia. So this appears to be a very main and major train station here.
Monia, Ibadan. We are now at Obafemi Awolowo train station, Monia, Ibadan. All passengers should please remember to take their luggages with them when exiting. All passengers should please remember to take their luggages with them when exiting. You can make your exit through the coaches 2, 4, 5, and 8. You can make your exit through the coaches 2, 4, 5, and 8. Please mind your steps as you disembark the train. Please mind your steps as you disembark the train. Please mind your steps as you disembark. Our next and final stop will be at Obafemi Awolowo station at Monia, Ibadan.
We'll now be arriving at Ladoke Agatola station, I guess. I'm not sure whether that's within Ibadan or not, but that's where the train is about to arrive at.
Attention dear passengers. Attention dear passengers. We are now at Ladoke Akintola station, Omiadio, Ibadan. Passengers alighting at this station should please remember to take their luggage with them when exiting. Passengers alighting at this station should please remember to take their luggages with them when exiting. You can make your exit through the coaches 2, 4, 5, and 8. You can make your exit through the coaches 2, 4, 5, and 8. Please mind your steps as you disembark the train. Please mind your steps as you disembark the train. Please mind your steps as you disembark the train. Once again, thank you for choosing the Nigerian Railways, and we look forward to serving you again. be reminded that smoking or drinking of alcohol is not allowed on board. To avoid further spread of COVID-19, it is compulsory that all passengers on board wear the nose mask throughout the journey. Please do not litter, as waste bins are available at the rear of each coach. So please make use of them properly. We would like you to kindly take note of these terms and conditions that guides the use of our services. You can only buy a ticket after the show of a valid identity card. Each ticket has a seat number located to it, so please adhere strictly to this seat when on board the train. Tickets are non-refundable and valid for only one journey. It is therefore an offense to recycle the use of a ticket. You cannot operate yourself from a taxi or a coach to another at any time during a journey. So please remain in the coach and seat that has been allocated to you. Upon request for presentation of tickets by NRC officials, please comply accordingly. Please keep your ticket safely until the end of your journey, because anyone with claims of loss of tickets will be treated as a passenger without a valid ticket. Boarding the train without a valid ticket attracts a fine, which is double the original value of the occupied seats. Trading of any sort while on board the train is prohibited. Fighting while on board the train is prohibited. Smoking and alcohol consumption while on board the train is strongly prohibited. Please note that all coaches are fully air conditioned, therefore you may need to wear thick clothing to protect you from the cold. Please also take note of items which are not allowed on the Lagos-Ibadan train service. Such items include luggages above 25 kg, combustible materials, perishable or stable items, live or dead animals, armed or sharp objects, pornographic materials, bicycles or motorcycles, smoking or alcohol consumption, hawking or preaching.
Next station after this is Professor Wally Shoyinka train station, Abeokuta. And that will be like halfway. Smoking is forbidden on the train. Rule 1. Please put your luggage safely. Please take good care of the equipment and facilities in the coach. The service guide. Now where's the service guide? We've not been issued with any service guide. Please take good care of your children. Understandable. No running or romping about in the coach. Okay, that's a good one. Any more notice? mind your personal belongings in case of loss by mistake. Bola Tinubu Station, Obafemi Awolowo Station. Next stop, Professor Wole Soyinka Station. Okay. Right, and I want to bring your attention to the structures that are showing along. If you look right in front of you, you could see some towering images further up, and I want to think that just might be the Wiggle Cement Factory.
Passengers. Please be informed that the train will be arriving from Lyra to Putin Station, Papalanto shortly. I will be stopping for 2 minutes to allow for the change of some of our cabin crew. Please be informed that the train will be arriving from Lyra to Putin Station, Papalanto shortly. I will be stopping for 2 minutes to allow for change of some of our cabin crew. Thank you for your patience.
If you heard the announcement, it says we're going to be arriving at from Lyra Kuti train station at Papalanto, and I think about some 3-4 years ago, I did my first video recording content with respect to the construction of this rail line. That seems to be on another channel, but I'll find a way of linking both channels together. I remember I was at this station that was then under construction, and if the announcer now says we will be arriving at from Lyra Kuti train station at Papalanto, then I want to believe there's an element of final construction or completion of that train station. So it will be interesting to kind of see what it looks like now. If I'll try and put a video link that will bring it back to that particular video recording that I am trying to refer to then, and what it looks like now. So we shall be arriving very shortly. I want to think these are residential quarters because there's a lot of construction equipment here, and I think that is what the Chinese are using to construct all those lines, and you can see the fences and all that. And you have structures like look like where people can sleep in, so that's why I am guessing it just might be a kind of residential spot or properties or buildings to give them easy access and good working conditions for their employees. Are all these vehicles in the end of life stage? Because they look like so to me. Now, who pays for all this? Nigeria is part of the loan from China. One thing I was actually expecting was for this trade to meet up with what, with the way it's described, Lagos Ibadan Express. You know, this hasn't been. You can see some of the Chinese guys. I guess they want to come on board. So this is from Lyra Subkoti, train station at Papalato. And for any one of you who might just be watching this video, and if you have invested at Ewekoro Tori, this will be a train station, and then from this train station to Ewekoro Tori, that will be about 10 minutes to 15 minutes car drive from the spot. So this train station had always been a station of interest to me. I really can't present you with much of this train station because I think we are at the back coach, you know, so I'll just take a pause, and once the train starts moving, then I should be able to present you with what this formula. I'm not sure where this is, but I just thought I should bring this to your attention. Could this be a train station? Because the color blue and white, that signifies a Chinese company. And if you look at the trucks, they are Chinese. Right, this looks like some kind of. Okay. I once read that there will be a kind of refurbishing station, and where they can produce certain parts and bits and pieces for the rail line service. This could be it, because this one seems to be a very large site with lots of construction taking place as we speak. So it's most likely to be, I think so. But please don't quote me, I'm only just trying to go back on previous information that I had dug up while researching into this Lagos Ibadan red line. I think they manufacture something here that has to do with the rail service. Oh, look at the house on the hill. Wow. It's in the Bible that the wise man built his house on the hill, and when the flood came, he survived. His house survived. So just like my point of reference, you know, you really don't need a plot of land. You really don't need 2 plots of land. You really don't need 3 plots of land to build a property. You only need a piece of land, and the piece of land could be a quarter of a plot, and you'll be shocked the sort of structures that you can put on a quarter plot. If you want to maximize it, then you can make it like 1 or 2 story building, so you have more land space to use although the original land space upon which you're building the structure is limited. These are wagons. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe this is to move all the rail items, that are needed for the construction of the rail line service. Okay, this is Kajola. Hello, Kajola. Oh, Kajola. Yemi Station, Kajola. And where's Kajola? I have a friend who enjoys using the word Kajola, and he's the context in which he uses it is Kajola, that is for us to come together and then create wealth. That's the context under which he uses the Kajola. But I think this Kajola, where is Kajola? We're not in Abeokuta yet. So that means Kajola is before Abeokuta. Wow, look at that scene. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. I am seeing Nigeria from a different perspective now. Buildings. This house is not for sale, typical. So not for any 419 to go and sell something that doesn't belong to them. So houses. So you can see from the real estate point of view that people are still constructing houses. There is a need for accommodation in Nigeria. There is the need for increased building of houses because a population of 200 million estimated. There's that theoretical estimate that Nigeria needs 50 million housing units for it to be able to just unimagine cope with the demand of accommodation in Nigeria.